That's one of those things that can hurt your motor. I mean, just unreal that they would allow that to happen. But we got to get some airflow. So I'll go back. I'll take a couple more off. See if we can get it down below 190 as I'm just driving in the Jeep with these 35s. That should bring it down good. I like my Angry Grille, but the way they built this. I got this from a Jeep dealer, actually. So it restricted my air, overheated, cracked my freaking reservoir last year. It runs hot. Whether I'm pulling something or not, I know I got 35s, but it shouldn't do that even with a 2.0 turbo with running 35s. So it keeps overheating, doesn't matter how fast you drive, you know. They took it in one time and said that it was running at 195 with the air on in 100-degree heat, but they didn't take it out for a drive. They should have known better from a Jeep dealer that these Angry Grilles reduced airflow by 10 to 20% actually. So if you can tell, all these little slots are facing each other in here. They're facing each other, which restricts your airflow. And up top here, see how it restricts? It restricts because it's making the air go to a point instead of all across your radiator. I think they made it like this on purpose. Yeah, it was probably built in China, right? Wanted to see us down all the time. I don't know. Hell, Jeep could have made it with another company. I haven't read up on it, where it's made, why it was made, who designed it, but we're gonna fix this. All these little lines back here, yes, it might give me less structure, you know, like hard structure, but we got to get some airflow. If it don't work, I don't know, I guess I'm gonna go get another grill. I'm gonna cut these slots out to where it doesn't restrict the airflow going back on each one of them. I might just try a few at first just to see how it's working. But then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my drill bits and I'm gonna make some little holes in the front like that. Okay. I'm not gonna do it to the whole thing, but I am gonna get some airflow to the top of this radiator through here first. And if I have to, I'll either use this one, this half, or get a smaller one. Start getting some holes in here, but I am definitely gonna take out these that restrict the airflow. I'm usually running on the highway between 217 and 230, and that's not good. It's been up to 240, and that's not good. That's what cracked my reservoir, and we can't allow that to happen. So if this doesn't work, I will be getting a new grill. But for now, I'm gonna see if I can't get more airflow. See these little bars in here? That's just a bar that holds the front on. That has nothing to do with the radiator. And it is restricting airflow right up through here and through here because they're pointing them at each other, which makes it a straight line instead of spread out in there to where the whole radiator can get cooled down. Took some off, get that airflow going through there more, and I've drilled 3 holes right here. What I want to do is see if the temperature's coming down from it before I go and do more. I'm pretty sure I'll have to, especially up in here. I don't know. Boy, they really restricted the air right here. So I might have to take off the grill and get to the back side of it so that I can get those out. Take a drive, see if I got more air to it. I've read up on it through AI even, and it said these Angry Grilles restrict it 10 to 20%. That's not good. So we're going to see if we can fix this to where it still looks good until I can get another grill, if I even want to. If I get it to where it looks nice, not restricting the airflow anymore, I'll definitely keep it. But I think that's pretty crappy of them to do that, especially coming out of the Jeep dealer. They don't even say nothing to you. They don't give it more airflow. That's one of those things that can hurt your motor. I mean, just unreal that they would allow that to happen. Because when you take it in, when I took it in and I said it was overheating, they said, oh no, it runs at 195 and with the AC on. And I'm like, well, it don't going down the highway. It actually heats up to 217 to 230. And I'm like, I know I run 35s and I know I pull 2,000 pounds, but it should not restrict that airflow like that. Definitely when you're hauling or you got bigger tires on. It doesn't matter if you're hauling something or not. You need to make sure that you got all the airflow you need. If you're overheating, first thing you check is what's coming, that airflow coming through. I know I have some fake. These are fake airflows. I think that's a fake airflow. These up here are, and they got this to keep the heat in, when in all actuality, you need to let some air out because heat goes up. So I might have to figure out what I'm going to do with these louvers, get some more airflow in there. You don't want it to get wet in there. You don't want your louvers to take in water. So I don't know how I'm going to do that, but I'm going to do something. Hopefully this gets rid of the heating up of the motor. I'm going to just take it for a drive and see if brings down that heat more. Oh, it's running at about 190 to 195. That's good. I'm going to have to take a couple more out of there. And I know that when you do that, you got to even that up on the radiator, because the radiator, your core's in there. If one of those cores isn't getting enough, then it can be a problem too. So I got to make sure all them cores get good airflow through them to keep that water cool. So I'll go back, I'll take a couple more off, see if we can get it down below 190 as I'm just driving in the Jeep with these 35s. That should bring it down good. Shouldn't go over 230, period. I'm going to see how much it brings it down when that grill ain't on there. You don't want to do this all the time because you might get a rock in it or something. So, but see this? This is what it's blocking up in there. There's another part of the radiator up in there. I'm going to have to trim that Angry Grille up good, because all I could see was this part. Yeah, the War Cub runs a lot better without that Angry Grille on there. And like I said, it was restricting airflow up here too, so I'm gonna have to drill some holes in that sucker so I get airflow through there. But it was running at 185 to 195, so it's good without it on there. Might clean it off. I'll probably clean it while I'm in here. Try it after I drill a bunch of holes and cut that air restricted. See, this is what it's doing. This is the top, back side, and all of this is being restricted airflow. So right here's where I cut out, and it does help. I cut that out, and now I'm going to cut these out, because the way they've got it, it points right in towards, if you look at it, it points, see how they point in towards each other. that restricts all this airflow. You might find one little bead right in there where it hits the radiator. Everything else is covered. So I'm gonna drill some more holes like this. Who knows, it might look pretty neat. But up here, I'm gonna have to figure something out in here because it's restricting airflow to that top piece. We can't have that. So we are getting there. Wondering how this is gonna look. That's all right, man. Hey man, as long as I don't hurt that motor, I don't care about the looks as much. But I am getting holes in. I'm probably gonna do some right here. Don't know yet. It's so easy to take on and take off that we're not too worried about it. I can take it off again if I need to. I mean, heck, I've been going this long with it, heating up 2 years now. You know, most of the time it runs all right. It's just needing some more air. So I think this will work good. Got to clean it all up and take a file to it. Then on the back side, I might just take the sander to it, you know, where the edges are, smooth it all out. I still got some to do. Still got these to do. We got these and this and this. I think it'll give me more air. Leave it in the comments if you tell me what you think. Do you think it'll give me more air? Think it looks stupid? We're gonna try it. I mean, they're about 150 bucks, so it's better than a motor that's overheating. Well, I'm done for now. I got a little bit to do in the back still. It comes off and on really easy. There's only like 6 little, those pull tabs, and it comes right out. For the moment, it worked. It's running about 10 degrees cooler, which is cool with me. I do not want it to get up over 230 again. We got rain so much, it's cool out here. No matter where I drove, it was cooler, so I'll really put it to the test when the heat comes back. But I don't think it looks bad at all the way I did it. We'll see. We're not done yet. Leave me some comments and tell me what you think, especially being a Jeep owner and having an Angry Grille. Have you had these heat issues? What did you do about it when you did have heat problems? Or if you have, do you tow? Do you have bigger tires? Does it run hotter? Let me know. Let me know in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you.